Welcome to our guide on understanding the basics of accounting for photo booth business owners. We'll cover key concepts, calculations, and examples to help you manage your business finances effectively. Let's start with financial statement preparation. The income statement tracks revenue, expenses, and profits over a period. Revenue includes rental fees, add-ons, and event packages. Expenses cover equipment costs, maintenance, utilities, and marketing. For example, if your revenue is $5,000 and expenses are $2,500, your net income would be $2,500. The balance sheet lists assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific point in time. Assets include cash, equipment, and inventory, while liabilities cover loans and unpaid invoices. Equity consists of the owner's capital and retained earnings. The cash flow statement shows cash inflows and outflows from the operating, investing, and financing activities. Operating activities include cash received from customers and cash paid for expenses. Investing activities involve purchasing new equipment, while financing activities cover loan repayments and equity contributions. Next, let's discuss cost allocation and budgeting. Direct costs are directly attributable to photo booth services, such as paper for prints and props. For example, if direct costs per event are $60, you need to account for these in your budgeting. Indirect costs include overhead costs like utilities and rent. For instance, if your monthly rent is $1,000 and utilities are $200, your total indirect costs would be $1,200. Budgeting helps forecast revenues and expenses. If your projected revenue is $10,000 and projected costs are $5,200, your expected profit would be $4,800. Depreciation allocates the cost of equipment over its useful life. For example, if equipment costs $5,000 and has a useful life of 5 years, the annual depreciation would be $1,000. Amortization is similar, but for intangible assets like software licenses. If a software license costs $1,200 and has a useful life of 3 years, the annual amortization would be $400. Now, let's move on to tax considerations for photo booth businesses. Federal taxes include income tax, based on business profits, and self-employment tax for sole proprietors or partners. State taxes may include sales tax and state income tax. For example, if your service charge is $500 and the sales tax rate is 7%, the sales tax would be $35. Some states have no income tax, so check your local regulations. Tax deductions can include equipment costs, home office expenses, and travel and meals related to business. These deductions help reduce your taxable income. Financial analysis and performance metrics are crucial for managing your business. Key performance indicators, KPIs, include gross profit margin and return on investment. Why? For example, if your revenue is $10,000 and cost of goods sold is $4,000, your gross profit margin would be 60%. ROI measures the efficiency of your investment. If your net profit is $5,000 and your investment is $20,000, your ROI would be 25%. Break-even analysis helps determine the level of sales needed to cover total costs. For example, if your fixed costs are $2,000, price per event is $500, and variable cost per event is $60, your break-even point would be approximately 4.55 events. Using financial software and tools can simplify accounting tasks. Examples include QuickBooks, Xero, and FreshBooks for invoicing, expense tracking, and financial reporting. Financial analysis tools like Excel and Google Sheets are useful for budgeting, financial forecasting, and data analysis. Regulatory and compliance considerations are also important. Ensure you obtain necessary business licenses and permits based on state and local regulations. Types of insurance to consider include liability, property, and equipment insurance. Maintain accurate records of all financial transactions, including receipts and invoices. Understanding and applying these principles will help you manage your photo booth business successfully. Thank you for watching. By leveraging these accounting concepts, you can make informed decisions, comply with regulations, and drive growth in your photo booth business.